Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? Hope you're all awesome. Thank you for coming out. I definitely appreciate you guys. I see we got Bro B. What's up, Bro B? Christos, hey, it's me, Grandpa. How are you today? I'm doing good, thank you. What's up, Nah? Our Danny, good to see you. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for joining my crazy live stream. All right, let's get the question and answer thing up on the stream, and let me see if I can get my camera working. That didn't work. Hold on a second. There we go. Cameras are a pain in my butt, guys, I tell you. Cameras are a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. So how is everyone doing? Christos, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? We got Daniel Sykes. What's up, my man? Awesome to see ya. I do appreciate everybody being here on the crazy live stream. It's very nice of you guys and girls to come out and watch my ridiculous, crazy videos. All right. So how's everybody's day going? If you got some game questions, feel free to get them in. We'll try and answer some questions. I know there's a big rumor going around about another list of nerfs and buffs, but my understanding is all of that is false. Somebody actually kind of looked into that, and turns out that's not supposed to be a real thing, so I didn't think so. Generally they don't add nerfs or buffs until probably around January or February. That's the next time I'm guessing they're planning on doing it, right? That's just speculation, but is the Ultimate Halo any good? They're not bad. They are not bad. I mean, Ultimate Halos are pretty good overall. I mean, I can't guarantee what you're going to like or what you're not going to like, but when it really boils down to it, I think they're very good weapons. For me, they work out really well. Now, I will say I haven't played them in a little while, but generally when I do play them, man, they do very, very good. Last time I played them, they did great. Now, the regular ones, not so much. The regular version's not that good. It's me, Grandpa says, Danny, you always say that. I say what? What do I always say? I mean, yeah, they did nerf the hell weapons, which sucked. But there was no rumor going around. There was no rumor going around of like a nerf and buff list at that time. Not that I know of. They sprung that on us out of nowhere. That just came out of completely nowhere. Alright, Teth with Ultimate Halos or the Gangle? Alright, so honestly, that's a really interesting question. Man. What's up, Enigma? How are you today? That's a really hard question. I mean, they both have their advantages and disadvantages. I think that's really going to boil down to a personal preference thing there. To tell you the truth, I mean, 10 different people could play those, and you might have very different answers as to which people like which one better. Me personally, I think the Ultimates have an advantage because they don't fire as slowly, but they don't have the crumble effect either, so yeah, that's a really hard one to answer. I think most people would be very happy playing... Whoa, what was that? I think most people would be very happy playing either one, to tell you the truth. Hey Rambus, how are you doing today? Good to see ya. Heaven V, how are you? Is that a V or a 5? Haven 5 or Haven V? I'm not really sure which one it is. Either way, awesome to have you here. Carnage, how are you? Abraka, what's up, buddy? Bro B says, can you check out my Hangar ID? I don't really do, I generally don't really do Hangar reviews for many different reasons. Every time I do those on a live stream, like it's just been kind of chaotic. Like, I've tried to do some Hangar review streams before, and it was just bad. It all went bad. I'll take a look at it really quick, but... Okay, so it's the letter V. Gotcha. I was kind of thinking that was probably going to be like a Roman numeral. But it's not. Alright. So that player ID does not exist, according to this. What's up, Jake? How are you today? Awesome to see you. What's up, Million? How are you? Separin, good to see you guys. I will say this, though. I mean, a lot of people will get, like, ultimate weapons or robots. Just because something's ultimate doesn't necessarily mean that it's super good. Most ultimate things are great, but not all of them. The other thing is, you never know what they're going to nerf or when. Like, ultimate robots, ultimate weapons, those can get nerfed as well. Alright, where are we at here on this chat? Alright, Jake wants to know if blast rockets are a thing now. Are you talking about like the incinerator type of weapons? Personally, I'm not a big fan of those. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to or not. I'm guessing you're probably talking about the incinerator, like the incinerator family of weapons, but some people, there is a rumor going around that those really beat up the Teth, but I did not find that to be true overall. When I play those, I don't really care for them. I mean, they might work for some people, but I haven't really seen anybody playing those much in Champion League. Alright, it's me. Grandpa says Ultimate Shredder is bad. Personally, I don't remember. I've heard a lot of people say that. It's been a long time since I played that. But blast rockets, I mean, some people say they're really good at beating up Teth. Some people say the Cestus is good at beating up Teth. I've heard a lot of things. A lot of people say the Gangle weapons are good at beating up Teth. Every time I put something on a robot and shoot a Teth with it, I'm just like, it's not damaging this thing for the most part. Carnage says Invader and Ultimate Invader are the same. Not exactly. Ultimate Invader has 3 medium weapons instead of a medium and 2 lights. But the weird thing is the regular invader feels more durable to me than the ultimate invader. So ultimate invader seems less durable but has more firepower. So there are a few slight differences there. But I don't know why. Every time I play the ultimate invader, it dies so quickly. Invader is a really cool robot, however. I really like it. I have a lot of fun with it. But I would almost rather play the regular one, which is probably crazy. Bro B, your hangar supposedly does not exist, my man. I actually tried to look it up and it said there's no matches found. Our Danny uses blast rockets with the Raptor. How are you liking those things? I think they're cool weapons, but I don't really like them. It's me, Grandpa says, I fight Teth with my Fenrir with Mogwin and Kieran, and I get the kills. You know, I tried those weapons against the Teth, and they did nothing. Like, nothing. Not even, it didn't even take away, like, that much of the Teth's health. I don't get it. I don't know if I'm going up against hackers. Maybe I'm fighting people who have a Teth and they're hacking, because I can't damage these things one bit. Like, they take no damage. Now, when I drop my Teth in, it takes damage. That does make me think I'm going up against a lot of people who are hacking, to tell you the truth. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think they're hackers. Giant hackers. That's what I think. Sad thing is, there are way more people running cheats and stuff than you might think in this game. It sucks, but there's a lot of cheaters. A lot. It's kind of, I mean, it's really bad to think that that amount of people just in general are cheating at something. That means those people are all doing the wrong thing, in my opinion. You're not out there doing something good, right? You're not doing something productive with your life. You're just cheating. Think about it, you know what I mean? Oh. That's just plain out cheating. That's the way I see it. And that is no good. No good. No good at all. Our Danny says, check out my hangar. Yeah, one reason I don't really like to do hangar reviews is next thing you know, everybody wants one. Then it takes me like 4, 5, 6 minutes to do a hangar review. And then people get bored and they start leaving the live stream. And then it does turn into a mess, guys. Quick look at your hangar. I mean, it looks pretty nice if you level some stuff up. I would say, you know, keep leveling your stuff up. Your hangar looks pretty good overall there. Our Danny, not bad, not bad, not bad. You got some nice robots and weapons in there. All right, Million says, fun quiz for you, Danny. What robot has an ability called Ferocity? Ferocity does not sound familiar whatsoever. I'm going to guess Bjorn. I actually don't know what the Bjorn's ability is called, so Bjorn. Am I right? Probably not, but it would make sense. Hey, Vlab Happy says, can you try Strict with 5 dragons? I've actually played that. It's a very good setup. Now on the question and answer streams, I'm not actually playing the game because I can't focus on answering questions when... See, I've already lost my train of thought. And I'm not even doing 2 things at once. Alright. The Lynx? I don't think the Lynx is called that, is it? I don't have a good memory, so I would have to look at it. It's me, Grandpa says, no gameplay today. Carnage 2.0. So the Lynx, it can't be called that. That's not right. That can't be right. I know it's got that dumb built-in assassination module, but... Alright, best weapons for the Condor. I'm not really sure what you have, but Condor's got a great built-in weapon. So if you get a Condor with the, what's that drone called? The wave drone or whatever that goes with it. That's a lot of nice firepower as it is. I'm kind of liking the Cestus family of weapons on the Condor because they pretty much auto-aim. That is a fun setup. Like Cestus on Condor is good. The Nucleon family of weapons on the Condor is really good. You could go with the Dagon, the Dragoon set of weapons on there. Those are really good. The Hell family of weapons is decent if that's all you have. What else? I mean, those did get nerfed. They're not as good as they were, but they'll still pack a punch on there. It's me, Grandpa says, Condor with Screamer and Growler. So I was playing Screamers and Growlers last night on, I think, my Fenrir or something. And they are not performing the way I would have expected. So without actually trying it, I'm not really sure. But they did not feel like they were doing any damage last night. I also did feel like the majority of games I got into last night, I was fighting people who were cheating as well. So it could have been that, but... I'm not sure. Red, how's it going, bud? How are you today? All right, how the is like that never seen? Haven, I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Zeldy Bong, hello, hello. But yeah, when I played the Strix with Dagons, I mean, you got to have very precise aim for those, but they're pretty nice, actually. Ah, Bro B got an Atlas for free. That's awesome, my man. That is awesome. Can't complain about that. Pro Nuts, what's up? How's your day going? Carnage says, I think it's hell on the Condor. I mean, they work on there, that is for sure. They're not what they used to be, but they definitely work on there. If you freeze your opponents, how much extra damage do you do? If I remember correctly, it's like 20 or 30%. Let me see if it tells you, but I'm pretty sure it's 20 or 30% when somebody's frozen. I may be wrong, but I think that goes for all weapons with a freeze. Like, I think anything that freezes somebody, I think it's 30%. That's my memory, at least. Let me find something with freeze on it, and let's see if we can confirm that. Alright, that's not saying for sure. Ah, crap. I hate the way this is set up. Hold on a second. I'm having some problems navigating through the game here. It's acting really weird for some reason. Please stop that game. I do not appreciate it. But I'm pretty sure it's 30%. There was a time where Pixonic used to add all that stuff into weapons descriptions and whatnot, but Pixonic asked a question once. Hey, did the descriptions of our weapons have too much stuff in them? Do they have enough? And everybody said, you're giving us too much information. So they decided to make the descriptions of things shorter, and now we don't get enough information. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 30%. It might be 20. Nitro Duck, what's going on, my man? You could probably look that up on the War Robots wiki. The War Robots wiki is really good for finding stuff out like that. If you got the wiki pulled up, it'll tell you for sure. Zishin, what's going on, buddy? How are you today? Casilli, good to see ya. Alright, so free to play build to beat Teth and Sword. I mean, there's really nothing that I can find that does anything to a Teth. I find the only way to beat Teth is to have 6 people shoot at one at the same time. Then they die pretty quickly, but one-on-one, I haven't found anything that's good for beating a Teth. Now, as far as a sword goes, a shield breaker module on any robot, you know, if your robot has a shield breaker ability, or the pilot's got an ability, or you can run a shield breaker, that's how you get rid of a sword robot. Now, when sword lands, like let's just say you see a sword go up and attack somebody, if you have a teleporting robot like a Scorpion or a Revenant or something that can just teleport into him really quickly and take him out, that's the easiest way to get a sword, is wait for it to land and then go after it, or if you have shield breaker. But those are really the only 2 ways to do it. When the sword is up in the air or it's attacking somebody, once it's got that purple shield up, do not shoot it unless you have shield breaker, or it will kick your buttocks 10 times as bad. You know, if people don't shoot it and charge up the shield, it doesn't do that much damage when it swings the sword. But the amount of people that just start blasting it when it goes up in the air or when it lands or something, they make it 10 times stronger. I mean, that's why it one-shots Titans sometimes and other times it doesn't. But if enough people shoot it, it'll seriously one-shot a Titan. It's crazy. Carnage says Siren. Yeah, I think Siren and Harpy, if you have the right setup on there, I think it's the pilot though, will give them a shield breaker. There's quite a few different things that either have a built-in shield breaker or the pilot, you know, there's a lot of good things like that. But what's up, Arox? How you been doing, buddy? Bruce says, what's a good robot for the corrupted Scotty weapons? Alright, there really isn't a good robot for those. I mean, alright, Scotty, Hell, Snare are a set of weapons that you can throw on any robot and they're going to work just fine. Again, remember those robots were nerfed, so they're not as good as they used to be. That's something you do have to keep in mind. I mean, those weapons were nerfed. Those weapons aren't exactly good anymore. They're decent. They're decent. They're very playable, but you do got to be a little more careful. You got to plan out your attacks a little better and play peekaboo a little more. What's up, Mania? But the truth is, they will work on any robot. Any robot you like. Because you can play those at close range, you can play those from a distance, it doesn't matter. They're just an all-around decent weapon. Season says, with the Raptor, you can kill Teth. I have not found that to be true. I don't find Raptor does anything to Teth any more than any other thing. I mean, everybody's got some sort of theory on how to kill the Teth, and every time I try it, it never works. Never works. Again, like I said, I don't know if I'm going against hackers or what, but All right. Bro B, your hanger looks very good for somebody in Diamond League. I mean, level up your weapons a little bit more. I mean, you don't, some of your weapons don't match and all, but for Diamond League, that's not bad. I mean, you got 2 Skyros. Those are good. I mean, of course, they're a little low leveled and stuff, but Fenrir, Typhon, Revenant. You got nice stuff there. Nice weapons. I mean, overall, that's not too bad. You got the Atlas. Honestly, for right now, you should be able to make that work if you put some levels on some of that stuff. But I wish the Raptor killed the Teth, because the thing is, I play the Raptor constantly, and I don't have much luck with it going up against the Teth. I mean, usually I can fight the Teth with it, but eventually the Teth usually ends up killing me first. Does the Leech do well in Champion League? Carnage, it definitely can, yes, if you play it well. I just used it on a video the other day. I've got a lot of playtime on the Leech over the last week or two, and it does just fine. It's not the best robot in the world, but it definitely works. Flab have Strix with 5x dragons, 5 hells, or 3 dragons and 2 hells, or 3 hells and 2 dragons. I would definitely go with... If you like the Dragoons, I would say go with 5 Dragoons. I wouldn't mix those two together. I would not like that one bit, personally. I think it's pretty good as it is. Right, with 5 Dragoons, you should be able to do a lot of damage with that if you play it well. Smythe says, random question. Are there any atlases left for a giveaway? I have no atlases to give away, Smythe. There are no atlases. Zishan says, Showdown versus Hiroko for Raptor. I would probably go with the Showdown. I like the healing you get. I mean, they're both fine. I think Hiroko is better. If you have back when Unstable Conduit had a really fast cooldown, that made Hiroko better than it is now, because you could just spam that ability really quick and get that Hiroko charged up. Now it takes longer to charge it up, but I would go with the Showdown personally. Alright, Bruce has 4 at Mark II. Well, you know, throw the 4 you have on there, and then I guess the other 2 slots, just use the best thing you got for now, right? If you can't match the weapons, I mean, try to find something that has matching distance and a reload time that works. The problem with the Hells and the Dragoons, I don't think the reloads are going to work well together. That's a problem there for me. What's the best weapon for the Luchador? Alright, so that's another hard question right now. I find a lot of Titan weapons are pretty comparable at the moment, but I still like the Avoras and the Varons. I always find myself going back to Avoras and Varons on most Titans. Now, unless you happen to have some of the ultimate weapons, right? There might be a couple of ultimates that are really good, but for regular weapons, Varon and Avora is my go-to on most Titans, including the Luchador. They just work really good on there. Sup, K-Fed? Behemoth with Redeemers. The only problem with Behemoth is it's crazy slow, and Redeemers have a short range, so I don't know. I think I would rather try that on Bersaglier because it's a little faster and probably more durable, but I do like Redeemers. I will say Redeemers are pretty brutal. I love those weapons, to tell you the truth. Seasons. Oh. Can I solve your Hangar? Not really. What do you mean by solve it? Like, what's wrong with it? Well, to solve your Hangar problems, you have to have about $1 million to spend on war robots. You have to buy all the ultimate robots and all the ultimate weapons. And you guys know how that goes. Alright, so your Hangar looks fine. I mean, your drones are okay. You know, not the best drones in the world, but level up your weapons a little bit. A couple of them are still marked 1, I see, but I mean, overall, that's pretty nice. Regulators on the Ravager, I'm not really sure the regulators are that great anymore at the moment. I would probably try and, I hate to say it, but I would probably try to replace those with something else. K-Fed, you were in game with me last night? Nice, nice. I know I played several games last night. Good games, man. I don't think I noticed you in there. Half the time when I'm playing, I don't really pay attention to who's in there. FZ, what's going on, man? I'm not very attentive, I guess you would say. ARPAGA, Praga, how you doing today? Nice to see ya. Alright, Million wants to know what I think would be the single most obvious change that Pixonic should make right now. Oh, man. If I could get them to change one thing, it would be that things would be easier to get for all players. Like, I understand they're a business, right? They're owned by a major corporation. They're a business. Their goal is to make money. But I think some things are just too hard to get. Sudden Nightcrawler, he says $1 million. That's cheap. But yeah, I think some things are just a little too expensive or a little too hard to get. I would like them to find like a better balance between trying to make profit and keeping the players happy. I don't know. Does that make sense? A lot of the stuff they do is great. A lot of the stuff they do the players don't like. So, you know, there's always good and bad with everything, right? There's always things they're doing that the players hate. There's a lot of things they do that the players like, but all I can say is there's certain things I probably wouldn't do if this game were mine, but hey, that's me, right? I don't run things, you know, I probably would run things slightly differently if I own this game, that's for sure, but it's not my game, so they're gonna run things their way, you know what I mean? There's probably some CEO sitting in an office somewhere who says, do this, I want it this way. He's in there singing the Backstreet Boys. I want it that way. And then everybody else has to listen to him. Oh, man. I think is it I Want It That Way, or is it I Like It That? I don't know. I don't really listen to the Backstreet Boys, but I think it's I Want It That Way. All right, Kasala, your hanger looks pretty good there. Yeah, I mean, you got nice stuff. A lot of it's pretty decently leveled. I mean, decent drones on most of your drones are pretty decent. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I think if you work on keep leveling your stuff up, it'll be pretty nice. I mean, just like anything, you know, you got to work at it and keep progressing and keep building your stuff up and making it better. And, you know. What's up, Dark and Mist? How are you doing today? Jay, good to see ya. Dragon says, what did I miss? I don't know, probably a lot, because we've been streaming for like 40 minutes now. FC says, nice gameplay. Thanks, my man. I would guess this is probably from like 3 years old. Picolin, how are you? Good to see ya. Brandon Eller, what's up, buddy? Alright, normal Minos with the legendary Minos pilot will do great, ? I'm guessing you're asking a question. Yes, that would be very good. That pilot's pretty awesome, so I think it would be just fine. You know what I realized last night? I was playing my ultimate Fenrir without a pilot on it, and I didn't even notice. I took the pilot off because I wanted to put the, I had a Bernadette Wolf on it. Now I wanted to transfer for Bernadette to the regular Fenrir because I had the Lysol on the regular Fenrir. So I'm like, I'm just going to put my Bernadette back on. And then I forgot to put the Lysol back on the ultimate one, and I didn't even notice I didn't have a pilot, guys. I guess if you got the right robot, it doesn't matter if you have a pilot or not. I mean, it does, but I was actually surprised. I'm like, oh, wait, there's no pilot on this thing. It still did pretty good. It did pretty good for sure. Now, Excellent says he doesn't run pilots on any of his stuff, which is interesting. I should do a video where I don't play pilots. It probably wouldn't go over well. Our Danny says, tag Mr. Beast to buy War. You know, he used to play War Robots. I think he used to be like sponsored by War Robots or something back in the day. I don't know if he was one of the mentors a long time ago, but I guess there's videos out there of Mr. Beast playing War Robots. I've never tried to look it up. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard a lot of people say that. I've never actually looked into it. Maybe go to YouTube and type in Mr. Beast War Robots. Maybe you'll find some of it. I don't know. Nightcrawler says, don't quit your day job. Come on, man. My singing's great. Listen. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. See what I mean? It's very good. That was the best singing you've ever heard, Nightcrawler, and you know it. That was the best. That was the best singing. I have the most beautiful voice in the world. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Change my mind. I think that's what you're supposed to say. Alright. Nitro Duck says, my cat was traumatized. Oh, man. Wait, Darkimus, I called in a what? I don't know what. Oh, Chupacabra. Chupacabra. Well, that's how you find those things. You go up in the woods and you make noises like that and they show up, so. I mean, if you want to find a Chupacabra, that's the way you do it right there. That is exactly how you do it to get one of those. Oh, man. But yeah. Alright, Vlabab says, why are modules so hard to get? They're not hard to get. They're not hard to get. All you gotta do is go get yourself a job down at McDonald's. And then bust out your wallet. I guess it doesn't have to be a McDonald's, but that's just an example. Bust out your wallet and you can go buy them thingy-dingies. See, those things are really designed for you to purchase with real money. I mean, there are some things the game gives you just by playing, but modules really aren't one of them, unfortunately. There are so many drones that I would like to level up more of, but I don't because modules are expensive. Let me go in the store and see what those are selling for right now. Last time I looked, they were not cheap. All right, where are some modules by themselves? I think it was around 50 bucks to max out a drone last time I looked, which is crazy to me. To me, that's a lot. I wouldn't mind spending like $5, maybe $10 to max out a drone, you know? I don't mind spending a little bit of money, but I'm one of those people where I want fair prices. I want good deals and fair prices if I'm going to buy something. If it seems overpriced, I am not buying it. I don't care what it is, you know what I mean? If I don't feel like I'm getting a good value for my money, I am not buying. Especially in a video game. I don't even see any microchips. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 160 of them for $3. I mean, that's nothing. You need what? You need how many? 500, I think, to max out. Here's some modules. All right, 500 of them for $5. Okay, is it 5,000? How many modules do you need? 5,000 to max out a drone? Isn't that what it is? 5,000, I think. I'd have to look that up again, but I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart. I'm having a brain fart. I just found the modules. Okay, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Modules are cheap. Never mind. Never mind. Modules aren't too bad. Modules for like 10 to 12 bucks, you can max, you can do what you need to do for 10 or 12 bucks with modules. But yeah, I get modules and microchips confused. They kind of look the same and they almost sound the same, but yeah, microchips are the ones that are expensive. But I do find that modules is something that you got to purchase. At least it's not too expensive. Memoriam's something I find I got to usually purchase, and it's not too expensive, so. Brandon Eller says, I killed a Teth with my Ochi Kochi. You must have a strong Ochi Kochi there. Here's 11,000 Memoriam for $7. That's a good deal. I might buy that later. I know I'm going to be running out of Memoriam here pretty soon on my personal account. That's a pretty good deal. $7 for 11,000. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can buy that 3 times. Those are the kind of deals I wait for. I mean, to me, that seems pretty decent. To you, I don't know, but to me, that seems good. I don't mind dropping 10 or 20 bucks here and there on this or that. You know what I mean? I don't mind dropping small amounts of money a couple times a month if I need to. I don't want to drop huge amounts of money, however. That's where I say no. What's up, Midnight? Thing is, you know, last time I started not paying too much attention, I remember once I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to start making small purchases for like a month. And at the end of the month, I'm going to add it up. So I spent like $5 on this, $10 on this, $2 on that, $6 on this. And then when the month ended, I was like, man, I spent almost $200 on little teeny micro nickel and dime sales, you know? So even when you're buying the cheap stuff, if you don't want to spend very much, you still have to really be careful because you can spend a small fortune quickly. But ever since that, I've been really picky and choosy as to what I buy, and I try and keep track of like how much I spent and all that, you know. If YouTube paid me more, I wouldn't mind spending more money on these games, but YouTube doesn't pay us all that much. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's some pretty good deals there. Alright, Nightcrawler goes like power cells. For some reason, I don't spend that many. I find that I make enough power cells to kind of stay even. Some people spam those power cells like crazy. I probably don't use them as much as I should. Sub Master, he said, I spent $30 last week. I mean, $30 isn't too bad. I mean, it just depends on how often you spend the $30, right? Vlaphab wants to know, what is a chupacabra? It's a possibly real, maybe mythological creature. Chupacabra in Spanish is called the goat sucker. It's like a dog that supposedly sucks the blood out of other animals. Chupacabra! Nightcrawler, you think they're real? I'm still on the fence whether or not they're real or fake. I still haven't seen any proof. I've saw one thing. I've seen one supposed real chupacabra, but some people are saying it's not really a chupacabra. It's more like a dog that had mange and some deformities or something. So I don't know. I've only seen one chupacabra, like one real dead one. Someone's got a dead body of one. And it looks very convincing. I'm not going to lie. It looks really convincing, but I'm still not sure if it's real or a hoax, you know? What's up, Queen Bee? How are you today? Awesome to see ya. Yeah, it's basically a vampire dog. As far as I know, I don't think they attack humans that I know of. They might, but it sounds like they mainly attack other animals. It's me, Grandpa, has 8,000 power cells. On my personal account, I don't know if this was a good or bad idea, but I had saved up a lot of gold over like 2 years' time. And I took all of that gold and I put it in. I bought power cells with it back when you still could. You can't do that anymore, unfortunately. But 2 years worth of gold that I saved up, I dumped it all on power cells. And I got a lot of power cells, but I don't know. Carnage says they love going after sheeps. Dave sees liking the Oxminos with Oxy and 1 equalizer. Yeah, Minos is a lot of fun, actually. That's a very fun deal. What's up, Sealy? Wait, what? Sealy saw a cat and it was a cake? What? A cat cake? I'm very confused. You saw a cat that was a cake. I've never heard of anything like that in my life. Alright, Jojo wants to know what module for ducks? Attack or damage dealer? I would definitely go with damage dealer on the ducks. Attack is nice, but I think you get slightly better with damage dealer. On most robots, not all, but most robots, that 3rd specializations tree is the way to go. Now, there are a couple of robots. I've never went with attack on anything. I don't find the attack ones very good. There are a few robots where I went with the defense or durability tree, whatever you want to call it, because they were just so squishy, they were dying too easily. So I went with that one, but it's few and far between. Hey Shiro, how you doing today? Shiro said, I've spent no money. It's me, Grandpa says, I don't play with power cells that much unless I see Teth. Teth is a pain. Giant pain. Master Pyro says, the power cells upset me. Yeah, I try not to use them as much. I mean, I would probably be able to stay alive longer if I did, but I know how fast they go. I mean, I know how fast you can run through your power cells, so don't use them any more than you have to. You know what I mean? Sealy says, people do realistic kicks. I don't think I've ever seen a realistic kick. Alright, Carnage, you like the Minos better than Luchador? I can see that. What's up, Minnow? How are you today? Brandon Eller says, I don't use my power cells if I'm losing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because if you're losing, I guess it depends on if it's like one of those games where there's no hope whatsoever. I mean, if your team was just getting completely walked all over, then yeah, I don't blame you. Dean the Machine says, power cell management is hard. You just gotta, the thing is, you gotta use them power cells when you're 100% sure it's gonna save your butt. Some people use them every chance they get. Mine, I'm like, well, if I don't think it's really gonna truly save me, I'm not gonna use them, so I probably should use them more. Vlapab, I did not see a red moon. I didn't even know we had one. Now, I've seen one before, but didn't see one last night. No, I didn't know we had a red moon. It's always cool when stuff like that happens. Dark and Mist says, I've learned to play without power cells. That way you don't have to rely on them. I mean, if you're good enough at using cover, if you're really tactical, you really use cover, you can probably don't need them as often. I mean, the way I play, the way I go Rambo and I get up in there, I mean, I should probably use more than I do, but... Wait, Zishin, what about a robot that can eat you whole? What kind of robot is that, man? Holy crap, what? Hold on a second. You know, we got 6 days left until the new robot comes out. Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday or next Monday. It's usually Tuesday, all the new stuff comes out. SK says, old robots looks fun and good. It was definitely a different game back then. I mean, it's the same game, but things were definitely different. Now, the looks were not as good. I mean, some stuff, it's kind of weird, but some stuff looked better before and some stuff looks better now, I think. But overall, we do have improved graphics. Now, some of the robots, I like the way they walked better on the old version. Like the Dashbot seemed like they dashed further on the old version. So there were definitely a few things that don't seem as good after they went over to remastered. Brandon said, did y'all get the update? No, I haven't got it yet. Haven't got it yet. It's me, Grandpa. Says most of you guys go by being proud of being free to play. When they nerf things, then you start to cry. Well, nobody likes when their stuff gets nerfed, that's for sure. Nightcrawler says update. You know, I've never, now that I got my account set up on my games, I wonder how you get updates on my games. You know what? I'm going to see if there's a way to do that. How do I check for updates? Delete game. Game settings. Open game client. Verify. Blah, blah, blah. Automatic game updates. Oh, I got to turn that on. Okay. So it says the latest version is the same version I have installed. So it doesn't look like there's a update on my games yet. So I'm still waiting for that, I guess. But yeah, I don't know how you update it on my games. I don't know if it just notifies you and you hit download or if it just does it all by itself. But since there's an automatic update button, I think that means it's just going to update instantly when the update comes around. I'm thinking. I'm not 100% sure though. That's probably how it works. More than likely. Alright, guess what? Guess what? We got a couple of piercer weapons left to give away, I think. Maybe we'll go ahead and give away a couple of piercers, guys and girls. Let me try and get something going here to where we can do a little bit of a giveaway. If you would like to win a piercer, or at least try to win a piercer, Nightbot is going to set this thing up and hook you guys up, and a couple people are going to win something nice here. Those aren't the winners. Those are the people who entered. Where is the winners list? There we go. I'm going to get this thing set up. Alright, we got a couple left to give out, so maybe we'll give out a couple today. We'll give out a few of these today. All right. There we go. We have a giveaway up and running, guys and girls. We have a giveaway up and running. Nightbot. Nightbot's giving away some weapons. All right. David B, is Nether worth it? I don't think so. David, I don't think I would upgrade a Nether. Now, I'm going to be honest, I feel like it's been about 2 years since I've played a Nether, but last time I played it, it was doing really bad. Is there anybody here in the higher leagues playing a Nether? My guess is probably not. Phoenix, what's up, buddy? Says, it's me, Pasta. I changed my name to Phoenix. All right, cool. There's a couple of Phoenixes that stopped by already, so it'll be kind of hard to tell who's who, but welcome aboard. SK says, how to participate. Just type in the YouTube chat there, and you shall be participations. You will be participated. That's probably not the right word, but hey, Ricky, he says, good luck. Queen Bee, thank you. I appreciate the donation. Thank you. What's up, Velcor? He says, you aren't caring. Say what? Who's not caring about what now? I'm confused. What's up, robots or friends? How are you? Oh, it's Phonics. It's not Phoenix, it's Phonics. Gotcha. I'm dyslexic, so I read things wrong all the time. Tom says, you never announced the giveaway winners. Yeah, I'm still working on sending out all the... Well, which winners are you referring to, Tom? That also makes a difference, but most of the winners have all been announced other than the current Piercer giveaway. Like, I probably sent out another 20 or 30 winners this morning. That probably took me 20 minutes, right? It's a very slow process sending out 100 weapons, so... The giveaway is over in a couple of days, so most of the winners are picked here. I started sending them out, so I got the majority of the winners picked. There's still a small handful left, and then once all the prizes are sent out, that's when I'll announce the winners for that. Now, if you're talking about one of the other giveaways, then those have all been announced. So I guess it depends on which one you're talking to. Talking about, not talking to. Oh my gosh. Alright, so Dean Machine is hooked on phonics. Alright. We're going to go ahead and choose our first winner. Now remember, if you've already won one, unfortunately I cannot send you another. That's just the way Pixonic has this set up. So you can only win one per giveaway, guys. So if anybody happens to get chosen and you've already won, let me know because we'll have to re-roll it, unfortunately. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and pick one. All right. Here we go. This is for I think it's a steel piercer. I think it's the steel version. Pretty sure it's the steel one. It might be the regular, but I think it's the steel one. My memory's terrible. Anyways, let's pick our first winner for the live stream. Bam. Game Machine, what do you mean there's a way to automate sending the winners? using RPA. What is RPA? I'm not sure about that, but is Lottie Rose here? I see somebody talking to Lottie. Nightcrawler is the winner, guys. Lottie, if you're here, hello, hello. All right, Nightcrawler, I need your information. I do not need question marks, sir. I cannot send the prize to a bunch of question marks. Time, the giveaways for a piercer weapon. All right. What's up, crazy guy? How are you today? All right, we are going to put Nightcrawler onto the winners list. So there we go. All right, you are on the list. We're going to go ahead and pick another winner. Nightcrawler, you are welcome, buddy. Congratulations. Ah, there's Lottie. Hey, hey. Awesome to see you. As always, Lottie's got a cool YouTube channel, everybody. All right, we are going to re-roll another one. Everybody get ready. We're going to pick another winner. So I'm going to hit the re-roll winner, and Nightbot's going to choose another person as the giveaway winner. All right. Here we go, guys and gals. Here we go. Here comes the next winner. Let's go do it to it. Let's go do it to it. Bam. Jay. As long as you haven't won one already, let me get your info, my man. I feel like you won something somewhat recently, but as long as it wasn't already a piercer, you're good. If it was a piercer, then unfortunately I can't send another one. But if you have already won a piercer, give me your info, my man. Ah, you won a Strix. All right, cool, cool. It's me, Grandpa says stream is broken. What's wrong with it? It's running fine on my end. I can see it. It's okay over here. All right, Jay's information is going on the winners list. Congrats, my man. Congratulations. All right, we're going to give out another one. We are going to give out one more, guys and gals. One more. All right, one more winner for this live stream. All right, guys, everybody get ready. Nightbot, pick somebody good. Pick somebody good. Night. Oh, I can't talk. Nightbot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Bam. Phoenix. Phonics. Phonics is the winner. That's for a piercer weapon. He says, what? What? All right. Congratulations. He says 1 minute. All right, we are counting down from 60 seconds. You said 1 minute, so 59, 58, 57, 56. He's getting nervous now. 55, 54, 12, 11, 10. I skipped some. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. That probably took less than a minute. All right, let me get you on the winners list. All right, we are going to give out one more. We are going to give out one more. One more, guys and gals. Congrats to the winners so far. All right. Phoenix, Phonics, I keep messing it up. It's a piercer weapon, my friend. A piercer. Excellent. Hey, hey. All right, one more. Here we go. We're going to count down from 10 for the last one. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Minnow. Minnow, if you haven't already won one of these, let me know your information. I really don't remember who has or hasn't won at this point, so just remember you can't win 2 of these things. So if you already won one, let me know. If you haven't won one, give me your information and we will get you on the winners list. Minnow won one already. All right. Unfortunately, that means I gotta re-roll this thing again. So that sucks for Minnow, but actually it doesn't because he already won one. All right, we gotta re-roll, guys. We gotta re-roll. Bam. Jamel. Jamel is the next winner. Yeah, Phoenix. Phonics. Piercer is the new weapon. I'm never going to get your name right. I'm probably always going to call you Phoenix, just so you know, because I can't read. My brain is broken. My brain is broken. It sucks. It's terrible. Oh, Jamel won last stream. All right, we got to re-roll again. Bam. Teddy Squad. I don't ever remember a Teddy Squad winning anything before, so somebody named Teddy Squad is here and just won a weapon. So Teddy, what's your 6-digit in-game player ID? And what platform do you play on? Because Teddy Squad just won. I will send these prizes out when the stream ends, guys and girls. So expect these to show up in your hangar probably, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes after the live stream ends. Maybe sooner, possibly later, but I would say anywhere between, I would say 10 to 20 minutes after the stream end is probably when you can expect these to show up. All right. Somebody said something about automating the winners. I don't know if that's a possible thing to do, but if it was, that would be wonderful. But the way you turn them in, I'm not sure you could actually do that or not. And how would I know that it didn't work and messed it up, right? That's the other problem. Tom says, I love automation. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're confident that the thing you're automating is not going to have problems or mess things up. Brandon Eller says, I only win when a robot or weapon gets nerfed. That's all the time. You must win a lot. Teddy, there's no robots, buddy. The only thing I have right now is a piercer. I don't have any robots to give away. Just piercer weapons. All right. Dean said, if you want, I can DM me in Discord. Yeah, nobody can DM me in Discord. It's all shut off because you sent the 6-digit code. All right, it didn't go through. So what you probably need to do is send the first 3 digits and then the second 3 digits, because sometimes the YouTube malfunctions, I found out. But it didn't show up, so you need to send it differently. If you post it and it doesn't go through, then you need to do it different. It's a pain in the butt. It's a giant pain in the butt when this happens, but it happens, unfortunately. Is the Gao still good? I haven't got to try them yet. I don't know, actually. I've heard people say yes, and I've heard people say no, so I'm not sure. I really don't know. Do I think the Avora and the Veyron are better than the Void and Chasm? Not necessarily. I like the Void and the Chasm a lot, honestly. Now, Veyron and Avora have a little more range, I do believe, if I remember correctly. I think the Chasm's a pretty short-range deal, isn't it? I'd have to look because my memory sucks. My memory's terrible, but I haven't played it too much recently, right? Those weapons I played a lot like the first week that they came out, then I went back to my then I went back to playing some other Titans, so I haven't really played them much. But I do think that the new Void and Chasm is really good. It did great when I was playing it. To me, it seems like one of the better weapons out there. Alright, Teddy, I still don't have your information, buddy. I still need your info in order to get you the prize, my friend. Teddy's, I think Teddy's having some problems. Captain Red Skull, what's going on, buddy? What was I just going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to look at the range on the new weapons there. I actually really like them. But yeah, Teddy, if you want your prize, I need to get your ID, buddy. If you sent it, it didn't work. Are you still here, Teddy? I don't know if he's still here or not. I think he might have left. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, Teddy says gotta go. Huh. Well, unfortunately, if I don't have your info, I can't send you your prize, my man. We might have to re-roll it if Teddy leaves. Teddy, have a great day, my man. I'm sorry, but I can't send you your prize if you go. That's actually a bummer. Oh no, Chasm's got a 500-meter range. I don't know why I'm not... Oh, you know what? I should be playing those on my Minos. I bet that would be a mean build right there. Carnage says, I love your live streams, man. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Doom says, can we roll? Yeah, I mean, if Teddy leaves, I guess we're gonna have to re-roll, because unfortunately he wasn't able to give me the info, so and if I don't have it, there's no way for me to get the prize to him. So if he doesn't, you know, if I don't get it in the next couple of minutes, I guess I'm just going to re-roll it. I mean, we got about 10 minutes left on the stream, so we got 10 minutes left, everybody. He said he's got homeschool, he's got to go, and then I guess that's it. We'll give him another minute. That sucks. That's all I can say. What's up, Onyx? How you doing today? It's me, Grandpa. Sometimes people's IDs don't show up. YouTube has a weird spam filter. So if you're just posting something it thinks is random letters, sometimes it doesn't show up. I don't think he lied about sending it. I think it just didn't work. What he needs to do is post the first 3 and then the last 3, and then it probably will work, so. Nightcrawler likes the music. Thanks, my man. I think it's the same music as always, though, but if I remember correctly, I got about, I don't know, was it like 8 or 9 hours of music off of that music library there? Ocho with atomizers and quarkers works great, my man. It's not the best Ocho build I've ever played, but it's quite good. It's quite good. All right, unfortunately, I guess we're going to re-roll this thing. I hate to do this because I hate to kill off his entry, but we're going to re-roll, guys. All right, I'm going to count down from 10 and then re-roll. Actually, you know what? Let me cancel this thing out because I see there's a bunch of people here that aren't even... Let me reset the entries. All right. We're going to give one more away, so the giveaway is restarting. Make sure you say something in the YouTube chat. We're starting it over, so you have to say something in the chat in order to enter there. There was a lot of people who haven't spoken in a while who were probably still entered there, so. Now I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. Either way, whatever. We're going to give away something to somebody. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do. And I don't know who it's going to be, and that's the truth. I do know what it is, so I lied about that part. Lottie doesn't want to win. All right. What's up, Ricky? He says, feeling bad for Teddy. That is kind of a bummer. I feel bad for him, too. Maybe he didn't want it. I don't know. Or maybe he didn't understand what he had to do. I don't know what happened there, but unfortunately, you know, it's one of those things where you just have to say, well, it kind of is what it is on that one, I guess. Queen Bee says, Lottie Rose is an amazing person. Yeah, Lottie seems pretty cool. All right, guys and girls, we're going to go ahead and roll a winner here, so... If you haven't said anything in the... Oh, Teddy says the code isn't working. Teddy, I don't know what to do. I don't know why your code's, why you can't put it in there, buddy. I'm not really sure, but it's been like 10 minutes trying to get him his prize here. Hold on a second. Teddy, do you know what code we're asking for, bud? I'll wait a second here. Yeah, your 6-digit in-game player ID. Like, for example, just so you know what we're looking at here. For example, that's up there. That's the ID of the account that I'm currently on. So if you need to find it, where's the back button? How do I get out of here? The back button's missing. Oh, there it is. Just click on the top left corner here, and it'll show you your ID. Then you can click that and copy it, and then you can just paste it. But that's all you got to do there. And then we need to know if you're on like Android. Alright, so for some reason it's not working. He's trying to give me his ID and it's not working. Teddy, I'm sorry, buddy, but I don't know what to do here for you, because like in order to send, like we have to send, that's how the prize goes to your account, is it gets sent to that ID. So Teddy, if you put it in another video, I may or may not see it. Giveaways. This is why I hate doing giveaways. So many problems. Giveaways suck. This giveaway has ruined my entire live stream. Okay, not really, but anyways. Edward says, unbelievable. I agree. Unfortunately, if it's not working, I'm not able to get you your prize. So anyways, I'm sorry, but if you can't give me the code, I can't give you the prize. It sucks. It's horrible, but there's nothing I can do if I can't get your code, my man. All right. Next winner is Midnight, if you haven't already won one. I feel like you have, but you might not have. Teddy says, I am leaving. All right, Teddy, have a great day, buddy. Sorry, my man, but I hope you have a great day. Wait, yes or no? Midnight, is it yes or no? Make up your mind, sir. He says yes and no. I'm so confused now. You're messing me up, sir. My brain is going bonkers. I don't know what's happening. Bonkers, I tell you, bonkers. I don't know what's happening. All right, we got you on the winners list there, Midnight. Congrats, buddy. Congrats, congrats. All right. I will send those out when the stream ends, guys and gals. So be expecting those very, very soon. Very, very soon. So yeah, this giveaway is pretty much over. We got if you haven't entered, there's only a couple left. I'm down to the point where I think we're not going to give any more on the live stream just in case I miscalculated. I want to make sure there's enough. There's only like maybe 4 left now, so you know what I mean? Once all the things are given out, the code stops working, so I don't want to be like, I'm going to give another one out, and then all of a sudden it didn't work, you know what I mean? But the next big round of giveaways will be coming up here in another week or so. But there is still a small chance of winning if you haven't entered off the original video for the piercers yet. I'll probably pick the last couple tomorrow or something like that. Actually, once I get done sending out all the current ones, maybe in a couple of days I'll pick the last like 4 winners, but that'll give those last couple people a couple more days to get your entries in, I guess. But all right, guys and girls, our live stream time is about up for the day, so I gotta get off here. I gotta do a few things, and I gotta record some game footage for tomorrow's video. I was trying to get some Heimdall footage last night, but I recorded for like 2 hours trying to get some Heimdall footage last night. But every time I dropped my Heimdall, either 4 enemy titans would swarm me, or the game would end like 30 seconds after I dropped it. I couldn't get a good game. Like 1 versus 4, I mean, I don't care what you drop, it's not going to survive that. It's like, oh look, there's Danny Lightning recording a video. Let's all gang up on him and destroy him instantly. You know, that's what it was like last night. I also think the majority of people I went up last night were actually hacking as well, which was a bummer. Dean the Machine, thank you, buddy. Queen Bee, thank you so much. Queen Bee says like and subscribe. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate all of you guys coming out to the live stream and everything else. Thank you for watching my videos and my streams. Mino says Danny for president. I would make a good president. I would like to be the president of the entire world. I would say, hey, y'all stop your crap and start treating each other properly. We need to stop blowing each other up and spend all of our time, effort, and money in making the world a better place. Danny Lightning for world president 2025, right? That's what we need. Me as the president of the supreme ruler of the world. I would be a very good supreme ruler. At least I would try to be. I would try to be. I would do my best to make the world a great place for everybody. I'm not sure if I would be able to do it, but I would try. They would probably assassinate me. All the rich people would hate me. They'd be like, hey, he wants us to be nice to each other. I don't like this. Anyways. The only video game in existence would be War Robots. And, yeah. I would shut down all other video games. Actually, I wouldn't, but... Lottie, thanks. Have a great day. Awesome having you here. Don't forget to check out Lottie on YouTube, everybody, if you haven't already. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. It's time to get this thing going. It is time to get off of here and get a few things done. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you a lot. Thank you for being here. You guys and girls are amazing. Thank you for watching my videos and everything else. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be back on Thursday and Saturday for some gameplay live streams, and then tomorrow and Friday I'll post a couple of gameplay videos. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. See ya. You guys and gals are amazing.